Hey everyone!
Welcome back to our channel.
My name is Natsu.
And my name is Ari.
ということで今日はですね、皆さん見てください。ランカルのゲットツゲザーパーティーというところに来ておりまして、私たち英会話カフェランカルという、英会話をやっているんですけれども、みんなね、実はもうたくさんの国から来てるんですよね。で、日本人の私たちと同じように英語を、第一言語として話さない人たくさんいるんですけど、みんなめちゃめちゃ英語がやっぱり話せるので、なんでそんなに英語話せるようになったのっていうのをちょっとインタビューしてみたいと思います。それでは行ってみましょう。Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Peter.
Peter. Where are you from?
Hungary.
Hungary. Okay. How come you speak English?
I was learning at a very young age actually because of all the movies and video games and stuff like that I was interested. I was not translated to Hungarian, to my native language. So if I wanted to learn, if I wanted to understand, I had to learn the language. So it was kind of like a motivation for me to do that.
Also, there was no like Hungarian subtitle or
sometimes, but it's kind of like bad in a lot of cases, and especially the movies that are like have like Hungarian voiceover, they are really not that good. So I wanted to learn like how you say these things like authentically, originally, like in normal English.
Do you have any advice for our Japanese audience to improve their English skill?
Well, I usually say to any language, the most important thing is motivation. Find something that's fun for you. And this is why like the sessions there are good as well, because it's more fun than just like looking at a book. Like textbooks are important and they can help, but it's so much more fun when you enjoy what you're doing actually, and it doesn't feel like you're learning, you're studying as well. So motivation is the most important.
Right, so just not studying or learning, but having fun at the same time.
It's very, very important to find something that works for you, that you enjoy, that you have motivation for, that you like to do.
All right, so where are you guys from?
I'm from Germany. I'm from Sweden.
And I'm from Oslo, Norway.
So you guys are not native English speakers?
No.
How come you speak English so well?
So in Germany, you start from a very young age, basically from second grade, I think. Yeah, and you have it like probably for 10 years in school. Okay, not every German speaks English, of course, but I was interested in the language. I watched series on on the TV or anything in English, and I was basically just interested in studying. So I immersed myself more in the language. So now, after 15 years, 20 years of studying, no, 15 years of studying, I'm able to speak a little bit fluently.
How about you?
Oh, yeah. In Sweden, it's like everything is in English already. It's like all the movies, all the series, all the culture is in English, and So it's come natural to us. It's like all the games I played when I was a little boy was in English. I had to learn like the more fluent way you have to learn, like a child, you know. You learn from the beginning. You don't know the words, and then you play a game, and then you know some words after you finish with the game. The same thing was with the series and everything like that. So, and then we start to learn English as well as a secondary language. So it's the double input there, the natural input and the input from the school, and that's why. Yeah.
I think for me, when growing up, not only in school, but I also used English outside of school. So I had friends who mostly spoke English, and I also had online friends who mostly spoke English. And as well as I've studied abroad, I used to live in Germany, and I don't speak a lot of German, so I relied on speaking English. Just using it a lot, I think, helped me out.
So do you guys have any advice for our Japanese audience who want to speak English?
Immerse yourself as much as possible. Play video games in English. Watch movies in English. Series in English. Everything you possibly can. Maybe switch your settings on your phone to English. Everything you possibly can do to immerse yourself more in the language.
So basically make your environment by yourself.
Yeah. It's like think that you're like a child that doesn't know anything, and it's okay. And you just take every word you know that you don't know, and just what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this?
I think I would agree. Like, be enthusiastic about something, and then if you're enthusiastic about something, find all the content or something about that thing, and like watch it in the language you want to learn. but also like I would say like you're gonna embarrass yourself, so don't be like worried about saying something wrong. Like I still say things wrong in English all the time, so I think that's normal. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So, what's your name?
My name is Pablo.
Rashi. Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico.
I'm from India. Okay, so you guys are not native English speakers, but how come you guys speak English so well?
Well, as all other people, I started learning English at school. However, I had the opportunity to have an American girlfriend for 3 years.
Girlfriend.
Let me tell you, sorry. Girlfriends are really good to teach you English. However, not only that, I also started making a lot of friends online from the United States specifically. And I talk to them every day. Still to this day, I talk to them a lot. So talking to people is a really good way to learn English. I feel like it has helped me the most.
So you were kind of having experience by talking with
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
How about you?
So I grew up speaking English, but actually, so in India, it's actually mandatory for everybody to have their education in English. So math, science, social studies, everything I learn in English. And my parents would only speak to me in English when I was a child. So I think that's why I can speak English.
Do you guys have any advice for our Japanese audience who want to speak English?
I know it's a bit scary to go and talk to other people in English. So doing it online actually helps a bunch when you don't have to see a person face to face. But please talk with people. Talking is the best way to learn a new language. Talking doesn't only help you talk and hear, of course, but it's easier to translate like your own words into paper than translating what you write in paper to your mouth. So please learn how to speak. Speak to people. It's the best.
It's good because like we do have physical English conversation session and online session at the same time. So maybe for those people who are a little bit still shy, maybe they can try online first and stuff like that too.
Reading books.
Reading books.
Yeah, that's something that really helped me a lot because when you read, you get to know a lot of vocabulary and you get to learn a lot of ways to say things that you may not be able to think like as a non-native speaker. So reading, ichiban important.
Yeah. Thank you guys. What's your name?
Angie. My name's Yuki.
And where are you from?
I'm from Austria. I'm from Myanmar.
Okay. So you guys are not native English speakers, right? How come you speak English so well?
We learned English in school, so I've been studying English for around 12 years.
12 years.
And I was an exchange student in the US.
Okay. Where in the US did you go?
I went to Minnesota.
Oh, nice. Okay. So mostly like from school?
Yes. I also learned English from school because I started learning in kindergarten. And I also did my undergrad in UK. So
So both said like in school, but did you do any like conversational style of studying or?
yeah, we had a lot of oral exams. And actually, my last exam was oral too. So we had to learn how to speak English.
Oh, okay.
I think basically we're forced to like converse in English in class. So I think that's where it came from. Yeah.
So do you guys have any advice for our Japanese audience to improve their English?
Speaking. Speaking is the most important thing when you want to learn a new language, in my opinion. I think like immerse yourself in the culture. It's not just about like talking about like the culture, like the traditions. So just get to know everything. I think it's the best way.
はい、ということで今日はランカル英会話のネイトのみんなにどうやって英語を学んだのということで聞いていったんですけど、アニも You're non-native speaker too.
I'm not, but I learned while speaking, listening, and with a lot of joy, I think.
やっぱり、楽しまないとっていうことが結構みんなも言ってたかなと思います。And also we have Louise who's also not native speaker じゃない。
I'm not. I'm French. One advice, I think you should find something you love and just do it in English. I just watch a bunch of YouTube videos in English, and that's how I learned.
はい、ということで皆さんに、アドバイスができてればいいなと思いますので、ぜひランカル英会話が気になる方は概要欄にも書いてますのでチェックしてみてください。今日も見てくれてありがとうございます。Thank you guys. Bye bye.
Basically, I would say that you use German most of the time in Germany. But you could, if you wanted to, you could go to a restaurant and start ordering in English. I wouldn't do that though.
ちょっと恥ずかしい maybe